Can you see that?
Yeah, that's coming through.
All right. So I suppose I'll just start off by giving a brief profile of the company. The company Western PostForm began in 1980 by my father Michael and Seamus Shinners, and now run by myself for the past 15 years. I suppose this year we celebrate 40 years in business. Western PostForm, we're one of Ireland's leading bespoke furniture and washroom manufacturers based in the west of Ireland, specialising in kitchens, bedrooms, student accommodation, co-living, apartments, hotel fit-outs. We also have a tally cubicle, wash vanities, IPS, and leisure room lockers side of the business. We currently have about 50 people employed. In May this year, we have just moved into a new state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot factory, and where we invested 6 million. Because I myself have been here since I left school, so I am nearly 38 years here. So I'm, or sorry, 28 years here. So I'm a long time around. So that's where. So looking back, I suppose to the start of the year to where we are at present, I suppose COVID-19 is a big challenge for us all, and then Western PostForm, along with most companies, have had to adapt their ways of thinking. Sales moving online through Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. This, in my opinion, was not a bad thing, as it has opened up a new way of communicating for many of us, which will have many benefits in the future. During the lockdown period, we invested the time in researching areas we needed to future-proof the business. After many demos and Zoom meetings, we made the decision to implement a company-wide ERP system. We felt the system would be an important tool to move the company forward. We've invested 150,000 on a new system, teaming up with a Canadian company to develop a bespoke system for us, and that will bring the whole company together, and we hopefully will bring a new level of digital transformation to the company. We've also developing a new website at the moment to bring all the latest trends online. We've also been looking at new doors, opening new doors with suppliers throughout Europe, which will be vital to move the business forward. For the coming months, it's going to be a bigger challenge with staff being out due to COVID and work being put on hold. And that's going to be a huge challenge for us, I suppose, for the next 6 months. So the future, I suppose, the factory of the future, I don't know, I suppose it's something that we've looked at. I suppose the government, need to encourage both planning and buildings of sustainable factories to the future. We need to look at green factories to reduce our carbon footprint and promote circular economy initiatives. There's many ways of looking at this. We thought Western PostForm have invested heavily in a biomass boiler system in which 90% of our waste product is burnt and in return heats our factory. We don't have any use of carbon-based gas or oil in our new facility. Energy awareness and efficiencies are also very important, and the use of LED lighting and sensor controlled and to reduce electrical waste. Insulation to roofs and walls of our new factories has achieved a building energy rating of A3 and an air tightness score of 2 air changes per hour. I suppose the government need to help small businesses that are looking to invest, as there's no grants available to companies unless we export, which to me is mad, because we try to, I suppose, keep 50 people employed, but we're not entitled to any government funding because we don't export out of the country. So systems and employee development, I suppose this is the category where we've looked at and to invest in competitive production technology to the future of the business. ERP systems to maximize the available labor resources, screen to machine CAD technology to reduce the manual input in the process, integration of all systems so they can work in tandem with each other, invest in new machinery, ability to link the different machine centers to allow orders to flow through the production floor, upskilling employees to help adjust to all modern systems, working together with our supply chain, which is very important, see how we can work together to make life easier and to find the best and most intuitive products available in the market. which I think is important for all of us going forward. So I suppose, what do we need to do today to be relevant in 3 years? So what we do here is we set a 3-year roadmap. So I think it's very important for companies to set out a roadmap for the company to safeguard the future. It's difficult to do any longer than 3 years because our industry is changing so fast. Western PostForm is always looking for ways to develop, reinvent themselves. This can be done and looked at in many different ways. Sustained growth, which is currently what is being designed by architects, what is going to be the next big thing out there is what's being built. Quality, again, invested in new machinery, purchasing of quality material that's available to us. Productivity, keeping staff happy and keep them challenged at all times. Skills shortages, look to train and upskill in areas where qualification labour is a short supply. I suppose turnover is keep monitoring costs and forecasting projects going forward. Cost saving, is there a better way of carrying out the task in the future? Again, working with our supply chain to see is there other products available out there that can be used. Machinery, technology development, looking at robotic machines, that kind of stuff will probably be the next big thing that we'll have to look at. Sales pipeline to ensure continuity and growth of the business. Purchasing in the future, linking company systems with suppliers, web shops. Again, I think a lot of stuff is going to be going down the route of ordering online, which I think will benefit all companies going forward. And again, just the big one, investing in staff training, making sure that they are ready for the change. So there were the few things that I had that I suppose our roadmap and the future we see Western PostForm going. So that's all I have, Michael. Just want to thank Bill and to Dermot for asking me to do a presentation.